Assalamualaikum. Welcome to TKS Online Lessons. This particular lesson is for class 5 and the subject is science. In our TKS Science Learning textbook step 5, the first lesson is cell. Now what is a cell? A cell is the smallest unit of all living things. By smallest unit we mean that all the living things are made up of these cells. For example, if you look at the walls around you, what are they made up of? They are made up of bricks. Many bricks combine to make a wall. Similarly, many cells, millions of cells combine to make an organism, to make a living thing. And these cells are different from one another in shape, size, structure. For example, the cells of your skin are different from the cells of your hair, and the cell of your hair are different from the cells of your stomach. So they are different in shape, size, structure. Similarly, the cells of a human being will be different from those of a cat. Cells of cat will be different from that of a ladybug or a parrot. Now in this slide, you can see that there is a wall which is made up of bricks. Similarly, human beings and all the living things are made up of small cells. In this slide, you can see the picture of different animals: cat, ladybug, parrot. As written in your book, their cells will be different from one another. The color, their shape, their structure, their size, all will be different from one another. Now, if we say that cells are the smallest unit of all living things, that means that they are too small that we cannot see them with our naked eye, with our eyes, okay? Can you see the cells of your skin or the cells of your hair? No, it is not possible. So how does we came to know that cells are made, living things are made up of cells? With the help of microscopes. These microscopes are special instruments used to see objects that are too small to be seen with the naked eye. By naked eye we mean that without the help of any type of lens or instrument. So we use microscopes to see these cells. Okay, now depending upon the number of cells present in a living organism, the organisms are divided into two types. Number 1, unicellular organisms. Number 2, multicellular organisms. Now let's read about unicellular organisms. Organisms, as the word suggests, uni means one. So organisms which are made up of just one cell are called unicellular organisms. For example, amoeba, paramecium, etc. And multicellular organisms, it is evident from their name that multi means many. So organisms which are made up of many cells, more than one cell, are called multicellular organism. Example is humans, rose plant, cat, parrot, etc. So if you take the example of a drop of a blood, so a drop of a blood that comes out from your wound is made up of millions of red blood cells, white blood cells, platelets, plasma, etc. So can you count the number of cells in an organism? No, it is not possible. We cannot say that we want to count the number of cells, or we will count the number of cells in an elephant or in a tree, etc., because it is not possible. Each living organism, if it is a multicellular organism, it might contain millions of cells in it. Now in this slide, unicellular organisms example are given. The first picture is of amoeba. It is a unicellular organism and it is not visible with our naked eye, but the picture has been taken under high frequency, high intensity electron microscope. So these unicellular organisms are visible to us. The second picture is of paramecium, and these unicellular organisms, they have the ability to perform each and every task that a multicellular organism performs. For example, they can eat, they can digest the food, they can get energy from that food, they can remove the extra material from their body, and they can produce new organisms. So all these functions which are performed by a multicellular organism, by an animal or a plant or a human being, all these functions can be easily performed by a unicellular organism. Just give a read to this topic. Whatever I have explained in the previous slides is written in here. I hope you